Let's talk about something real for a moment: your potential. It's not something abstract or far off. It's sitting right there, inside of you, waiting to be unleashed. But here's the hard truth: most people will go through life never fully realizing it. They'll let opportunities pass them by, they'll make excuses, they'll play it safe, and in the end, they'll settle for a life that's far less than what they're capable of achieving. You know what happens when you waste your potential? Regret. A deep, gnawing feeling that eats away at you because you know, deep down, that you could have done more, been more, achieved more. But the clock doesn't stop ticking, and every day that passes is another day you can't get back. The question is, how long are you willing to keep living below what you're truly capable of? Maybe right now you're comfortable, but comfort can be dangerous. It's easy to stay in your comfort zone because it's familiar, it's safe, and it doesn't challenge you. But nothing great ever comes from staying where it's safe. Growth only happens when you push yourself, when you take risks, and when you stop settling for less than you deserve. Think about it. What is it that you really want out of life? I'm not talking about vague ideas or things you just say in passing. I'm talking about the dreams that keep you up at night, the ones that excite you, but also scare you. The ones that make you feel alive. Those are the things that matter. And if you're not actively working toward them, if you're not using your potential to move closer to those dreams, then what are you doing? The truth is, potential is like a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. You might think you have time to figure it out later, but the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to tap into that potential. Life has a way of piling on responsibilities, distractions, and obstacles that make it easy to push your dreams to the side. But here's the thing. Every day you choose not to act on your potential is a day you'll never get back. You don't have unlimited time. None of us do. It's easy to make excuses, though. We tell ourselves that the timing isn't right, that we'll start when we have more resources, more experience, or more confidence. But waiting for the perfect moment is just another way of wasting your potential. There will never be a perfect time. Conditions will never be 100% ideal. But that's not a reason to hold back. In fact, that's all the more reason to start now. You don't have to have everything figured out. You just need to take the first step. You've probably had moments where you felt your potential, those flashes of brilliance where everything seemed to click. Maybe it was a project at work, a personal goal, or an idea that made you feel unstoppable. But what did you do after that moment passed? Did you let the momentum carry you forward? Or did you let it fade away because it seemed too hard to maintain? Those moments are rare, but they're also a glimpse of what's possible when you fully tap into your capabilities. The problem is, too many people don't see their potential because they get caught up in comparison. They look at others who seem more successful, more talented, or more confident, and they convince themselves that they'll never measure up. But here's the thing. Your potential isn't about comparing yourself to others. It's about being the best version of you. You have gifts and talents that no one else has. And if you're constantly measuring yourself against someone else's journey, you're wasting time and energy that could be spent on your own growth. Another way people waste their potential is by letting fear control their decisions. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of what others will think. These are all things that stop us from moving forward. But fear is just a feeling, and feelings can't dictate your actions unless you let them. Every time you let fear stop you, you're giving up a little piece of your potential. And over time, those small moments of hesitation add up until you've built a life that's completely disconnected from what you're capable of. Think about how different your life could be if you stopped letting fear hold you back. What if you embraced the unknown instead of running from it? What if you took a risk, even if it meant failing? Failure isn't the end of the road. It's part of the process. In fact, failure is one of the best ways to unlock your potential because it forces you to grow. You learn more from your mistakes than you ever will from playing it safe, but you'll never experience that growth if you're too afraid to even try. Wasting your potential also means letting distractions take over. We live in a world that's constantly pulling us in different directions. Social media, entertainment, endless obligations, they all eat away at the time and energy that could be spent on pursuing your dreams. It's easy to get caught up in the noise and forget what really matters. But the more you allow yourself to get distracted, the further you drift from your true potential. If you want to stop wasting your potential, you have to make a conscious choice to prioritize it. That means cutting out the distractions, getting clear on what you want, and dedicating yourself to the process. It's not going to be easy. There will be days when you doubt yourself, when things don't go as planned, and when it feels like you're not making any progress. But those are the moments that matter the most, because it's in those moments that most people quit. It's in those moments that your potential is truly tested. What would happen if you stopped playing small? What if you fully committed to realizing your potential, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how long it takes? Imagine what your life could look like a year from now, 5 years from now, or even 10 years from now if you started tapping into your potential today. Imagine what you could achieve if you stopped holding yourself back. The possibilities are endless, but you have to be willing to do the work. Your potential is a gift, but it's not guaranteed. If you don't use it, it will fade. The saddest thing you can do is look back on your life and wonder what could have been if only you had tried a little harder, pushed a little further, or believed in yourself a little more. Don't let that be your story. Don't let fear, doubt, or distractions rob you of the life you're meant to live. You owe it to yourself to stop wasting your potential. You owe it to yourself to take action, to step out of your comfort zone, and to pursue the things that truly matter. The clock is ticking, and every day you wait is a day you can never get back. So stop making excuses, stop waiting for the perfect moment, and start using the incredible potential you've been given. Because once you tap into it, there's no limit to what you can achieve.